Even though Dota 2 is a highly popular free-to-play MOBA, and many players know its lore and characters' history inside out, there are still some hidden facts that you've probably never heard of. And because trivia is always the most entertaining part of any article, we've compiled a list with 10 weird but true things about Dota 2 for all the hardcore and curious fans out there. So without any further ado, let's hear the craziest facts about this beloved gaming title. Since Dota's heroes are all inspired from Defense of the Ancients, aka Dota, the original Legion commander was named Tresdin and was actually a man. He was a mustachioed horse-riding hero, and what's even more interesting is that the female version from Dota 2 makes casual references about the fact that he had a change of gender, and, as a result, she always compliments other heroes' mounts and facial hair as well. Thanks to some Google Translate misinterpretation that changed Invoker's true name, Dota 2 now has a hero named Karl. Originally named Kale, this intriguing hero was renamed in some Chinese patch notes, and because the community liked this unintentional mistake and treated it as a good joke, the developers agreed and just went with it. And this is how Dota 2 ended up with one character that is not like the others. Even though Aghanim is a fairly mysterious hero, we don't know much about his personal history. We can, however, decode a hint towards the fact that Rubik is actually his son. Most in-game characters refer to Aghanim's scepter only as a scepter without mentioning the actual owner's name. However, Rubik is the only one that will often repeat the mantra, "Father's masterpiece." And it's been so long since I held this. Father-son relationship confirmed. If you ever wondered how Roshan got his scaly hands on the Aegis of the Immortal, then you'll be happy to find out that he actually stole it from a shopkeeper. As punishment, the gods cursed him to die repeatedly at the hands of valiant heroes and have his stolen treasures taken away by them time after time for all eternity. As you might have noticed, Dota 2 is not only fun to play but also lore heavy, and thus ideal for the fantasy aficionados. Even though Dota is an acronym that stands for Defense of the Ancients, Dota 2 has only one capital letter and is actually a standalone title that came into being due to a trademark dispute between Valve, the gamer's owners, and Blizzard, the company behind Warcraft 3. Thus, the change made to the spelling of Dota 2, as well as the other name changes such as Wisp, who became Io, and Priestess of the Moon, who turned into Mirana, were the result of the IP switching hands. The Dota 2 logo is a stylized version of the game's minimap. The line across that separates the two trapezoidal areas being the river and the said geometrical figures representing the rival Dire and Radiant bases. This fun fact is so well hidden in plain sight that even though you've probably seen it a million times, you didn't think about it being an actual minimap of the entire game that you've been playing all this time. This is indeed something that's not only interesting but also highly creative on the part of the developers and designers of the game. Io the Wisp is a ball of light that represents one of the four fundamentals. More precisely, it is nothing more than the gravitational force that keeps the universe together. As it does not have an actual body, Io was not modelled after anyone in particular, and, in conclusion, no specific voice actor was assigned for its creation. The Wisp is an ethereal entity that might look like a small dot of light at first glance, but it is actually strong enough to bind the world together. Dazzle the Shadow Priest is not as dark as you may think when you first see him. In fact, he has a pretty intimate secret that makes him a much more fun to hang out with kind of guy. The Deathbringer prefers to walk around in his comfy pink underwear with a red heart print right on his rear side. Dazzle is not only a skilled healer who takes care of his teammates, but also the heart of the party when it comes to showing you one of his most hidden secrets. Probably not many people noticed this tiny detail carved into the tree amp protector's left side, but right above the rune belt he's wearing, we can see the carved text that reads, "Riki was here." A very transparent hint towards the melee agility hero with the same name. This inscription shows just how interconnected Dota 2's universe really is, making it more than just a free-to-play MOBA. It's always fun when we find these little Easter eggs hidden in the most obscure of places. Roshan the Immortal is the most powerful neutral creep in Dota 2, and even though his appearance might frighten you, and his name might seem like something that represents a strong and terrifying monster, the reality is that this name's origin is way more casual. In fact, Roshan is the tag given by Steve Feek, aka Ginsu, to his bowling ball, and for what it's worth, it's way more creative than some other names people use to call their pets, so that's down for the creativity, Steve. This was our list featuring 10 weird but true things about Dota 2, and we hope you've enjoyed our video. If you did, please press that like button, as we do appreciate it and it helps us immensely. We often ask our audience for suggestions to compile these lists. If you'd like to contribute, please follow Frag Hero on Facebook. If you know any other crazy facts about this popular esport, feel free to share them with us in the comments below, because we do try to read pretty much everything. Now, it would also be a good time to encourage you to subscribe, because we upload new stuff all the time, so subscribing will keep you up to date with all of our latest videos. You can also check out fraghero.com for more gaming related articles, but until next time folks, thanks for watching and have a great day.